Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Out of Ore Hardcore series. We're in the process of digging all of this out, and I think we're going to continue doing that today. I'm not sure what we've got sitting in here, but let's open that up and have a look. We've got absolutely nothing sitting in there at the moment. But we're going to continue working our way with this. I think it was over here we were putting our dirt. We were storing it in that container over there. So back in and back into the vehicle to do some more digging, yeah? There we go. We'll fire him up there and we'll head in and we'll continue doing that. I'm glad everybody said that. I'm sorry that it's been a while since I did another hardcore episode. But you guys know what's been going on with my health and stuff like that, which has been a bit of a pain in the ass. But anyway, it is what it is. But I've been looking forward to getting back into here and throwing some more dirt in and seeing if we can make some more money. I mean, we're sitting on 139 grand, which isn't too bad really. But there's plenty more to go. So digging out this area is going to be pretty good for us. I think that was kind of the end of that, wasn't it? So we were kind of at the peak of that stuff there. So I think digging out through here is probably the way to go. There we go. Get you done like that, and in we go. Grab some of this. Beautiful. It's not a bad load. Not a bad load at all. So I hope everybody is well. Again, continuing on with the rules, the hardcore rules, which would have displayed at the start of this video, obviously. And I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Our other mine on my single play series, not single play, my non-hardcore series, it's not single play anymore because I'm always having, it's got to the point now where I actually need people on there, and I can't, it's kind of it's like at the point on that series where there's so much to do, and there's so much karting and stuff like that we're way better off having other people playing as well. So that's been really, really enjoyable. You know, we've done some really good streams on that, which is pretty cool. But for now, for this series, I think we're going to work on probably getting some water onto this platform. We'll dig a little bit more of this out, and then we might give it a bit of a go. Actually, get a little bit of water down, and that way. How am I going to get this little corner here? Might have to reverse back, I think. Is that area there? That looks like it might be pay dirt as well. So let's dig into here. We do have a little bit of dirt in here as well as the pay dirt, but you know, for now, let's just try and get as much pay dirt as we possibly can to build our bank account up, which is going to take a little bit to build up considering the rules that have been placed on me. So there we go. But I think we'll get some we'll probably get some water happening on this this wash table here, which is going to increase our yield. So it's probably actually a pretty good investment. Oh no, I'm not going to get out of there, am I? There we go. That might be a little bit better. Okay. There we are. I'm not sure exactly what percentage the water on the Washplant actually helps you yield, but I'm hoping it's a pretty good percentage. I really need to take this little fella out here, I reckon. It's kind of really annoying me. That big chunk there. I don't know. It looks like we might have got a little bit of pay dirt in that as well. I thought it was just a chunk of dirt, but it's looking all right, isn't it? Okay, we'll throw this fella down here and we'll get another couple of scoops. We've got to break through that side over there. We'll get ourselves some more scoops and then we'll add some water. And once we've added some water, we'll fire the plant up. And hopefully our yield will be much better. Let's get that about right, which is probably about there. And roll in there like that. There's a bit of pay dirt there too. Most definitely. I might have to move that bollard there. Get that out of the way. But it's after going so far in the previous map or the map that my season 2 that I'm doing, which is we've got a lot going on there. And we're up to the really big equipment. But going that far, it's actually pretty cool to get back in here and just be back in basics again. So I guess it's one of those things. It's sort of easy to get carried away and just miss what the game's all about. It's moving dirt, but sometimes it's moving dirt on a smaller level, and that can be quite enjoyable. I don't know what you guys think. You guys reckon that moving dirt on a smaller level or a grander scale is better? There we go. I reckon we might leave that there and have a look at what we've got here. Right. There we go. What do we got in there? Oh yeah, we've got a crap load of pay dirt. We can fill that up quite a bit actually. So what we're going to do is somebody tip some over the other side, which would probably be me. What we're going to do is I haven't done water yet. I do plan on doing water in my season 2, but it's such a long way to run the water. So I think what we're going to need is probably a left or a right. Probably a right, yeah. Factory pipeline. That's a left. I reckon probably a right. A right. In there like that. Maybe a straight 4 meter. And then we're going to have to put in a... Where is it? Where is it? I know what I'm looking for. Production. Yes, it'll probably be in production, I reckon. They have added some new stuff which I haven't tested out yet as well. Water pump right there, $1,500. Let's see how we go. So, across to the right. Yep, that looks correct. I would have thought this would have been blue, but it's not. Let's jump into items and we'll get this stuff out of here because we don't need that in there. We'll get that and we'll get the water pump. Now it's got to go on green grass. I'm not sure how deep it's got to go. So I'm going to attempt it here and see how it goes, remembering that this is the first time that I have done this. So it looks like it's going down. Looks like everything's okay. Do you have to turn this on? Doesn't look like you do. Let's fire this up and hope that this generator has enough power in it. It should have plenty of power in it to run that. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? Do we have to go into here and consume all of that? We may have to consume. There we go. Is that running through? Doesn't seem to be running through. I don't have anything running through there at the moment because I haven't turned this on. That is why. There we go. Everything's fired up now, and now we should have water. I believe we should have water coming through here. which is probably making a huge difference. Pipeline speed, pipeline load. We don't have any water coming through here. Why? Is that not down deep enough? What are we pulling on there? Grid load. Unit max is enough. Maybe the water pump is not deep enough. I'm thinking maybe it's not. What have we got if we look in here? Is it supposed to go into a tank first? It may be supposed to go into a tank first. Maybe it can't pump straight off. So let's turn that off for now. And it might have to go into a pump. So I'm guessing, let's try it. We'll grab that. And I mean into a tank, sorry. Let's go into here, not in there, Simi. We're going into here, and what's the water refinery do? Unfiltered water and water, okay. Oh, that's pretty expensive. Is that going to work? Will it draw from there? Well, we're only going to, there's only one way to find out, but we're probably going to need a down and up 4x4 maybe. Is that going to be too much? How's that going to go? Pump needs to be placed on snow or grass. Pump will work if placed here. But it won't work if it's placed up there. How far will a 4x4 up take us? Oh, I wish they had a smaller one of that. Same in conveyors. They'll go to there. Now that's not going to work, is it? Okay, that makes it a little bit difficult, doesn't it? That is not going to work, but it'll work here. Can we go out here? We might have to go out here. I will try. Pipeline, straight 8 meters, straight 6 meters. Let's try that. I really don't want to waste this money, but right there. Oh, crap. It's going to throw it right on there, isn't it? Oh, no, it says that it will work here. Okay, open control panel. All right, let's give that a go and see what happens now. See if we get some water through. Let's turn him on. And we've got water coming in and water going out. All right, beautiful. And there it is. All right. We have achieved something. All right, that was a good lesson to learn. Let's see if we can keep pumping dirt into here while that is running, because I really don't want to waste diesel. We can't afford to waste any diesel, especially after spending that, right? There we go. That's good. What do we got? 110. So we did. Oh yeah, we wasted a bit of money there, and I do have to take out my tax for that as well, don't I? So we're going to have to calculate that as well. All right, which I keep forgetting. To do so. Let's see. There we go. That'll give us a good chunk right there. And we've managed to sort of get that out anyway. All right, beautiful. go. We'll throw that in there. Got the water pumping through, which is really good. Got my my telephone going off, which is really bad. Let me see. What am I looking for here? We're going to have to calculate our tax on that. So what did we get? What did we purchase? Let's go into P. We purchased an up 4x4 for $4,500. We purchased a straight 8 for $4,500. We purchased a straight 6 for $3,500. And we also purchased a straight 4, I think, for $2,500. And we purchased a production. We purchased a water refinery for $7,800. And we also purchased a water pump for $1,500. Water pump was relatively cheap, so that's $24,300, which is $2,430. $2,430 that we need to pay in tax. So let's go back to home, go to the bank, go to transfer, and from there we need to deposit to company, and it's for $2,430. 2430. Oh, come on. 2430. Confirm. There we go. That is our that is our tax, our purchase tax, which is a GST. So right now, what we also need to do is get into here and get all of this stuff happening. We've got some pay dirt here, which we need not there. Pay dirt in here, which we need to remove. And that may go through a little bit further than what we anticipated. So there we go. Lovely. And this is a fair whack of pay dirt here, so we're going to have to continue to dig this out. There we go. Dump you in there, and we should really. I think we'll be good to make a fair bit of money out of this. And now we're going to increase our yield. That's going to actually be even better. Let's see, get you down to there. There we go, lovely. Still looking like pay dirt in there, or is it? Yeah, no, it's still looking like pay dirt. So up we go. Get him in there. Beautiful. All right. I can almost smell the money. All right, here we go. Is that pay dirt going all the way into there? It looks like it might be. Yeah, there's a fair bit here. We could probably almost take that chunk out. There'll be a bit of dirt in here as well. But as I said, we can separate that easily enough. There we go. Beautiful. And there's we can probably take this big square of it out here as well, I reckon. Because that looks like it's got a bit of pay dirt in it too, so right there. There we go. It's a pretty big load. Oh, struggle to get up the hill there. There we go. All right, nice. Very nice. Super happy with that. I'm going to have to go through and remove all of that dirt up on the hills and stuff. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to do it with dynamite. You know, the dynamite, I can't remember which one it is. The one that actually deletes. I think I've got some on me, actually. that deletes rather than sort of leaves the dirt there. And I may be able to get rid of all this big dirt on these big dirt hills by doing that rather than digging all the dirt out, because we do have a lot of dirt. But then I kind of feel a little bit like, thinking about it, like that'd be cheating in effect. So I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. What do you guys reckon? I think it'd probably be cheating, wouldn't it? The one that deletes the dirt rather than leaves it in a big pile. That'll be something to think about, I think. There we go. Get him around to there. Him in there. Beautiful. Alright, and it's just a matter of backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, but it's going to be worthwhile because I think we should make a fair chunk out of... Oh, crap. We should make a fair chunk out of this. I think I'm probably going down rather than going level at the moment, but that's okay. Alright, where are we? Oh, yeah. Definitely a big load. Definitely a big load there. Might even break through that other area now as well before we move any further. And yep, low fuel. There we go. Go straight through there and get that chunk out too. So we are going to have to go down the other ramp and cut into this at some point, which is going to make it very interesting because it's going to leave a pretty big hole there, isn't it? There we go. Which means if we dump in there, where's our fuel? Is over here, isn't it? We moved it over here because every time I reversed, I was filling up, which was wasting a lot of money. There we go. And on she goes. Beautiful. Nice and full. I did not see how much that cost us. Which again counteracts what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be keeping my eye on that type of stuff, but what can we do here? Take a bit of this out, I think. Oh, that was a little bit of a that was a little bit ratchety, wasn't it? There we go. I don't think I'm going to get up here. Ugh. Just it's bizarre to be in the really small loader now after driving that huge one in season 2. There we go. We'll drop that in and I'm going to have a sip of coffee while that's processing. Yep. Problem is that I get so distracted that my coffee goes cold. And I end up having to go and make another one. There we go. Pay dirt's going through, which is good. And we are getting stuff. We are definitely getting stuff. Beautiful. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to take all of that dirt. And we're going to put it over here. Lovely. Where are you? Right there. Oh my gosh. All of that. Oh, no, I don't want to put the pay dirt in there. My God. That could be worth a couple of bucks. It could be worth GST on a little bit of fuel, which I did not calculate. Let that consume. Let it all run through here. Does it actually stop running through? Not really. That's just water running through there though. Alright. Let's turn him off. Beautiful. Is this tank filling up faster than it's withdrawing? Not a little bit. Maybe a little bit. We could even disconnect that pipe. Oh no, then we'd have to run that separately. Yep, let's forget that. Look, that's looking pretty good there, isn't it? Looking pretty damn fine. Right. So, plan would be to come into here and remove all of this, but we'll probably remove this hill here as well. So I think we might get rid of him. And I think we might get rid of him. There we go. And we'll come through and probably remove that and then dig straight into there at this level. And then work out what we're going to do from there. Yeah, we'll have to get rid of this big chunk here as well. Like this big nightmare chunk. Which is the reason why I call it a nightmare chunk is because it's only bloody dirt. That's why. All of this stuff up here is pure dirt, I think. And we're going to have to start dumping that at some point too. And I think that might be a manual. I think that might be a manual dump for now. We don't really have the money to purchase ourselves a dump truck yet, so anyway, there you go. We've got a little bit of pay dirt in there, but mostly dirt. Starting to look a little bit foggy. Pay dirt. Yes. Consume. Good boy. There you go. Okay, so we'll do some calculations and stuff next time. We'll sell off what we've got in here. We do have, yeah, we've got a bit diamond, silicon, gold, and ruby. So, that'll be all right. And you've got to remind me when I refill with fuel, I actually need to pay the GST on the fuel as well. So what I may do actually is I might actually put the I don't know how much I paid for fuel for the digger, so I might go in and I might transfer, I might deposit another just say, well, we didn't pay $5,000, did we? Let's transfer to $200. And that'll be our GST for the fuel that we put in the loader there. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching this another episode of Hardcore. We've got a very, 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 very long way to go. A very long way to go. And let me know what you think. Should we Dremite? That's it. Should we delete all of this with the Dremite, or should we see, I've got some here. So what I was thinking was that we would be able to maybe remove a lot of this by doing this, or would that be cheating? What do you guys think? So if I was to use this as a means of getting rid of this dirt up here, or do you think we should dig it out? I think probably dig it out. We start sort of removing it like that. I'm not sure. We've got no real pay dirt down there. So all of this area is probably not going to have any pay dirt, right? Which means that it's probably a pointless waste of time, I'm guessing. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.